welcome into episode 18 of the Watchlist. A quick recap of last week's episode. We went over the Mission Impossible series. We all went and saw The Final Reckoning in theaters together, except for Jordan. Obviously, doesn't live with us. Chase, really quick, do you want to give your quick thoughts on Final Reckoning? Because I know you weren't able to record that with us.
Yeah, I think you guys made all the points that I'm not gonna reiterate all the points you guys touched on because I listened to it, but agree with pretty much everything. Um, I remember you saying, Christian, that you didn't really love Gabriel this time around. Again, I liked Gabriel. I thought his death was a bit anticlimactic. But I think you guys also kind of touched on that. Um, I found out yesterday that the airplane stunts were real. I figured that they were like real in some capacity, but I didn't think he was gonna actually be flipping from one plane to another. Um, so that was a pleasant surprise. But I gave it a 3.5. I literally felt like everything that you guys felt, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would say it's more of a middle of the pack Mission Impossible, like you guys said.
Yeah, and after seeing that movie, I've now been getting a lot of Tom Cruise interviews on my TikTok, and there's a lot of them of him like going like hard at the interviewer guy, like screaming at him almost. I'm like, this is crazy. What's going on?
Those are my favorite videos.
I
Yeah, it's
saw one
funny.
of those where like the guy kept begging him about, or like he kept talking about Nicole Kidman or something. He kept trying to like get something out of him about like how he used to be married to Nicole Kidman, and he's like, "You're crossing a line. You're crossing a line right now." He's
Yeah,
screaming at the guy.
yeah, so something pretty similar. But yeah, so Mission Impossible is good if you want to check out our reviews for that. We did a Mission Impossible series ranking, we did character rankings, and our favorite stunts. So go check that out. For this week's episode, we're going to be reviewing Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and also Logan. So stick around for that, and we'll kick it off with how everybody's doing. So we'll go with Jacob to start.
Yeah. In all honesty, not doing great. Um, but happy to be here. Watch some good movies. That was fun. Past week didn't really do much. Didn't have much to do internship wise. Um. Trying to think of what I even did. I mean, I watched the Knicks. I mentioned the Knicks last week, and Chase said in a week's time when we're recording the next episode, this that could all be irrelevant, and it is. So that sucks. I wanted to say go Knicks today. In terms of what I watched, a little bit of a shorter week, so didn't get to as much. Just watched the movie House last night, which is like I guess like a cult classic. Like I think it's Japanese. Did not like it. Super weird. Like I wanted to like it. It was just very very interesting. I don't really know how to describe it. Trying to see what else I watched. Obviously, the movies we watched this week. Or I watched Logan at least. John Wick 4. Jagger's been telling me to watch John Wick 4 for like a long time. Finally watched it. Lived up to the hype. It was really insane. It's one of like the most creative action sequences I've ever seen. Um, and Past Lives I rewatched. Just I've been like meaning to rewatch it. Only watched it that one time on a plane, and it like destroyed me again. Um, so that was an easy 5 star, and that's pretty much it. I don't think I watched too many shows. So yeah, that's really all. Oh,
Kick it over to Mr. Gelman.
I'm back. Literally 5 minutes before this Pinot Grigio bottle fell from my fridge and shattered, so just dealt with that. But finished Andor, incredible, obviously. We don't have to talk about that because you guys have talked about it. I'm a little late on the train. Started watching True Detective season one. I'm pretty excited for that. I'm on episode maybe halfway through three, halfway through four, something like that. It's pretty good right now. I wouldn't say like people say it's one of the greatest shows on television. Right now, I wouldn't say that, but we'll see how it ends.
It's the best.
You have you even seen it?
Uh,
No, that is a no. Like what?
you know what? I actually did see that. You were just telling me this. Matthew McConaughey and what's the other guy's name?
Woody
I'm drawing a
Harrelson.
blank. Yeah, they might be reprising their
Oh
roles.
yes, I told you this yesterday.
Russ
I saw
Cole
this
is one of the
yesterday.
greatest fictional characters of all time.
Yeah, I have to watch it.
Sorry guys, I'm fixing my camera here. Don't mind me. Um, movies this week. I think I've just been watching True Detective. Fell asleep on Friday night on the couch watching Rogue One, so that's always incredible. And that's about it from me.
Nice.
Yeah, I got nothing else going on.
Jagger?
Yeah, pretty chill week. Finally got back on this full CPA grind. Got ahead of my work, which is really good for next week. Scheduled the next test because I just failed my last one by one single point.
Oh my
Um,
God.
Absolutely brutal, but I'm not I'm not too upset about it. I'm just gonna take it again. Um, this week I was on a heater 3 5 stars in a row. I watched Logan, John Wick Chapter 4, and then The Batman, which it could be better than Dune 2. I don't know. It's so close now. Like
Could
rewatching
be.
that is so fucking good. Um, and then I watched Constantine, which I've been waiting to watch for a while. Not great, not terrible. I was hoping to like it more. Spider-Man again, Into the Spider-Verse I watched. I was gonna watch Across, but I didn't have enough time. And then I am like 20 minutes left in Mountainhead, which is new HBO Max movie. It's by like the guys who did Succession. It is ass so far. Um,
So far, is 20 minutes
that
left.
then you'll see my dude. It's like
Uh-oh. The
they
trailer
tried
didn't
to
look
do
great.
Succession and it's just not good. I thought it was gonna be like incredible, but it is not good so far. Maybe the last 20 minutes will pick it up, but that's all I got from me.
Cool.
How many of
Jason?
those how many of those tests you need to pass, Jagger?
Oh,
Four,
Four. And how many are you
four,
down? One or two?
one.
One, okay.
Could be down two if I could get the extra point, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna take one that I've been studying for June 29th, and then take a slight break, go down to visit Sophia for July 4th, and then take that test within 3 weeks, the second like audit, which I failed. So then
Nice.
hopefully I'll be fine by the time work comes around, and I won't be like hammered with work.
if you have
Yeah.
3 of them done before work, though, that's
Yeah, I
pretty
think
good.
I think I should be able to get three done. I hope, or else we're in a bad spot.
Don't mean to turn this into a business accounting podcast, but question: do you once you like pass all 4, like you don't have to
Yeah.
like retake them or anything,
I'm
right?
pretty sure I'm good. Once you pass all four, then you have to get a year of work experience. So I'm not even like a CPA, and you have to pass an ethics test. So
But then after that, like you don't have to like retake
I'm
them
pretty
every like
sure
5 years or something, right?
I'm a CPA. I will be Jagger Rubio CPA after that.
Jordan Gum, PhD. Nice to
Like,
meet you.
Well, the good news is I think Jagger's a pretty ethical person, so we should be good on that test.
I'm ethical.
All right, cool. Chase, how was your week?
I see Jordan's wearing a Rockies shirt right now.
What
Jeff
about
Passan
it?
just tweeted the Rockies are now 9-50.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Really
Comfy
bad
shirt
look.
though. Got it from Macy's for like $15.
Really bad
What
look for
about
you.
those Rockies?
I'm not a Rockies fan. I'm a huge Yankees fan, and you know that.
Um, let's see. I had a really busy week, honestly. Really heavy, intense training this week at the new job. Was there Monday through Friday, commuting back and forth to Jersey just sucks. But I'm liking the job so far, so it's good. Really liking it so far. But didn't get to watch anything outside of Logan, unfortunately. Um, I've already seen Spider-Verse like 100 times, so I didn't even bother like not necessarily wasting my time with it because it's such a great movie, but I didn't bother
Paying for it.
yeah, paying it like wait, I guess wasting that
Oh,
time, but
I paid for it. I should have told you.
oh really?
Yeah.
He wasn't watching that anyway. What are we
He
talking
wasn't
about?
watching it. If it was on streaming, I would have watched
I
it.
mean, yeah, if it was on
I
streaming, I
agree.
probably would have
Yeah.
thrown it on the back, like as I'm going to bed or something. But I've literally seen it like 15 times. So, um,
I said, "What's up, Daniel?"
but yeah, it's I'm starting up. I'm done training now. So, I start off the real heavy duty picks up this week. So I'm a little worried, but we'll see what happens.
Don't be
Cool.
worried. Just embrace. You'll be okay.
Cool.
That's how you learn.
What did you
As
say?
So that's how you learn. Throw it in the fire.
True.
I'm glad
You
you're
don't
enjoying
think
it at
that
least.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good
Yeah.
time. Just the commute is just like I just
horrible.
wish I wish I lived like at least an hour or a half hour closer. It would make such a big difference.
Just move
How
in with
long
Shanair.
is it a train ride?
Yeah, I go into Penn and then I take the Jersey Transit, which is like a 15-minute train ride. but it's just like the picking up and going from train to train just sucks, especially during rush hour, peak hours.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah. As for myself, I didn't get to any other movies other than the two. Um, Pretty normal week for me. So we're just gonna skip me and we're gonna kick it off with news with Jagger.
Okay. Um,
Big week.
Jordan posted a little TikTok about the Harry Potter trio that was
Oh yeah.
cast. It looks like they fit the part. It looks like I saw Hermione's audition tape looked really good. Like
Very good.
Yep.
exactly like yeah. So
I'm
I'm
excited.
not the biggest Harry Potter guy. I know Jordan is like Jordan and Schnur are probably the two biggest Harry Potter guy, right?
Yeah.
Pretty big,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shouldn't have read all the books.
Um,
I don't read.
I think I also saw that the actress that's playing Hermione was in a big musical, so she has some experience doing some acting.
She was Matilda.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun. Then whenever she moves around everything with her mind, I don't know anything else about that movie.
I just know the name. I literally know no idea what it's about.
Danny DeVito's in that. I think did he direct that? Low-key might have direct Danny DeVito low-key might have directed the movie.
Is Danny DeVito good at anything? Like,
Danny DeVito's a
What?
great actor.
worst.
Nah.
Worst.
He's a
Actually, he's
great
good in It's
actor.
Always Sunny.
He's
good
great
in
in Cuckoos.
He's
Yeah, he's
great
great
in
in Cuckoo's Nest.
what's it called, Schnur? LA Confidential.
Oh, he is in LA Confidential.
He's great in
And he's
it.
great as the Penguin
I don't
in
remember
Batman Returns.
like Confidential.
And yeah, Danny
You don't
DeVito
like it,
did.
Jagger?
No, I love LA
Oh.
Confidential. I don't remember him being in it.
He was
though.
like the news guy.
Yeah, he's like a
He
journalist.
was like narrating, I think.
He's great in Friends as a male stripper.
That too. I can confirm
Terrible take from Christian, I guess.
he did direct Matilda.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. The Once Upon a Time Hollywood sequel is like really happening. Scott Conn and Elizabeth Debicki, who is the woman from Tenet. Is Jordan sleeping or sneezing?
I think he's saying it's a snooze.
Oh,
I'm up.
Marissy, wake up.
didn't know. Didn't know Scott Conn was James Conn's son, which was wild. But I'm looking forward to it. Should be fun. Something out there. A couple Netflix trailers last night got released. Stranger Things Volume 4, Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man, Happy Gilmore 2, Squid Game 3, and Frankenstein. What do we want to talk about there?
Stranger,
Frankenstein.
incredible. Come on. Schnur's like, oh, Schnur didn't like the trailer. Let's talk about it.
Well, that's not that I didn't like the show. I don't really like watch it too in depth, but I just saw like what you guys said, where it was just showing clips of other seasons, which I don't think it will be, but I hope it's not like just showing the past seasons throughout the season.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's possible final reckoning.
I don't
And
think
then
so.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want like too much like references to the past stuff.
I think it's just a trailer.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And then the clip of Will Byers screaming into the camera was absolutely atrocious, and it's like everywhere right now. That's really all I saw. I didn't see like a ton of the rest.
How
I'll
do
say
you guys feel
this.
about? Yeah, go for it, Chase.
I myself, and I know I'm not sure specifically if you guys were, but I know like in our friend group, a couple of us were very worried about the season 4 of Stranger Things after that trailer. I was very worried after watching Eddie Munson playing a guitar in the Upside Down. I was like, what are we doing? And then it turned out to be the best season. So the Duffer Brothers, they cook. I'm gonna let them cook. We'll see what happens.
No doubt that it won't be great.
How do you
Zero
guys
doubt.
how do you guys
I'm
feel
still
about
excited.
the release date times with it being released in 3 volumes and then
Love it.
like Christmas and then New Year's Eve?
I love it.
I don't like
personally.
how it's just one episode. The final one is being released on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, whatever it is. If you're gonna release it, release more on that day.
Wait, how's it split up? I know you said it's 3, but it's only one
So,
episode on
I took a
New Year's Eve.
picture. It is Volume 1, 4 episodes releasing November 26th. Volume 2, 3 episodes releasing December 25th. Volume 3, final episode releasing December 31st.
I love that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gonna be great
That's
because
It's gonna be like
if
an
they release it
event.
all in one day, then it's like you watch it and you're done.
Yeah, I
I do
agree.
like we're
And
not-
Yeah, I don't mind that.
with
only-
Stranger Things, there'd be spoilers too. Like we'd all be screwed.
Yeah. The only scary thing though is like people do things on New Year's Eve and like you're not gonna be watching it New Year's Eve, you know? So like
I don't
you have
care.
to stay off your phone that whole night. I feel
I'm not
like
going
make
out.
sure you don't get a spoiler.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it in the morning. Like,
When does it drop though? Is it like midnight
probably
going
midnight.
like going into New Year's Eve, I
I imagine
guess?
it's like 4 a.m., 3 a.m. because I think that's when Netflix usually drops their stuff.
Yeah.
But this could be like a special thing where if they're dropping it on New Year's Eve, they might drop it like when the ball drops. But then it's
I
also
would-
like
Then it's New Year's Day.
you guys are in the future.
I mean, when the
Yeah, it's
ball
So that's
drops,
2
dude, that
hours
would be pretty
earlier.
cool. That
So
would
you
be
guys get it 2 hours before me because you're in the future.
Yeah.
Vecna kills 11 when the ball drops. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
Okay, so
Yeah.
have you guys seen the interviews with like all of the actors like, oh, like the final script is so sad, and then like specifically talk about Eleven's character and like it's so sad and they're just all crying and everybody was upset. It's like, can you spoil it anymore?
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
see any of that. I was just
Well, thanks for
wildly
spoiling
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, thanks.
Like all over social media.
I didn't see any of that.
Literally
I
like
don't
You
know.
don't know,
all
dude.
of them.
You have no idea what's gonna happen.
Well,
I
I mean,
mean, come
Thor
on.
just said goodbye to Thor as if he's not in Avengers.
Yeah, that was insane.
I mean, if you had to take one shot, one dart throw at the board, you're picking 11 to die. Everybody's picking 11 to die.
Doesn't
Yeah,
mean it can't be good.
sacrifice yourself.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be.
I don't think it's gonna be bad. I wasn't saying I think it's gonna suck. I just saw the Will Byers clip and it was really funny. I kind of think shit.
He was always the worst
Frankenstein-
character anyway. So.
Frankenstein looks really good. You watch, yeah, that looks really good. I'm excited for that. Jacob Elordi is Frankenstein, and Oscar Isaac is what's his name?
He's Frankenstein. Well, he's Dr. Frankenstein, and then Elordi is like Frankenstein's monster.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Christoph
I didn't
Waltz
watch
is
the
in it.
trailer.
Neither
I
am
just
me.
watched
Looks
like
good.
5
I'm
minutes
not a big Frankenstein guy,
Neither am I.
but I like those two actors.
Yeah, it's like neither am I, but like all those actors. Did you hear I said Christoph Waltz too? Obviously, and like Mia Goth. Like it's a really good cast, and it's Guillermo del Toro doing like a horror type thing. Like I
Yeah,
Is
will
it
watch that
like
one.
Frankenstein
true?
guy, but what Frankenstein things have you ever seen?
Yeah, I got.
So,
They haven't
saw-
released anything like
Is it true
Dracula and
horror?
Nosferatu.
I think
I've
so.
I've seen like plays. Like my sister's been in like a lot of Frankenstein plays. Are like the movies typically following the same story over and over?
I've only seen a long time ago. What the hell is that called? I don't know. One of the Frankenstein's things a long time ago.
I saw Young Frankenstein with like Gene Wilder. That's like a comedy. It's not
Mm.
like the Frankenstein story.
Yeah.
But
I guess I haven't seen like a full like Frankenstein movie, but like I'm just not intrigued in all that, I think. But it could be good.
I feel like it's
I'll probably watch it.
I feel like it's like an iconic character, but like not like an interesting enough one for me to be like, oh, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
yeah. I'm more just like love Pan's Labyrinth. And like Pinocchio was good too. So I'm like, I'll just watch Guillermo del Toro put out whatever. Did you guys see the Squid Game trailer at all?
I
Yeah.
did.
I actually did not watch that one. I wanted to hear your thoughts, Chase, because
I did. I mean, it's Squid Games. I feel like you kind of know what to expect. I don't want to say anything to spoil it because I know Christian didn't finish. He never watched it, but
I watched 2
I'm
episodes.
sure he'll probably want to get to
I've
it at
never
some
watched
point.
a single minute of it.
But
Really?
it didn't necessarily like make me excited. It didn't necessarily turn me off of it. It's kind of just something that like when it comes out, like I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna enjoy it, you know?
yeah.
Because I wasn't like feeding at the mouth for like the season 2 Squid Games when I saw the trailer, you know? But like
Ah,
season 2
yeah.
ended up being really good.
that's interesting because remember we had that debate Andor season 2 or Squid Game season 2, and you said Squid Game season 2.
No, it had to have been season one.
No, season
Yeah.
1.
Wasn't it season 2? Like we were debating like what are you more anticipating?
And then everyone hops on the Andor
Well,
bandwagon.
Squid Game came
No.
out before we even started this podcast.
It's okay.
Squid Game came out when I was staying at your house for 2 weeks because
I would
Chase
just
was
like
like,
to
"Oh,
revisit-
Squid Game
I would
season
just
2's
like to-
out."
Re-listen to whatever we talked about then.
I mean, I don't remember, but
Well,
I
at
mean,
that point, I didn't watch either. So
I think it's totally fair to admit that both shows are great. Like, I love both shows.
I don't
Like,
love
is
it.
that
comes
is that
out-
not okay?
That comes out this month, right? That Squid season?
Yeah, June.
Already?
Yeah.
yeah.
Holy crap, what the heck?
Yeah. I think it was like season 2. It was kind of like split into 2 parts, it seems like, but they're just calling it season 2 and 3.
more
Yeah.
money.
And then last trailer was Gen V season 2, which I didn't get a chance to watch, but
I watched it.
for anything in the boys universe.
Yeah, I didn't watch that either.
So I watched it, but to be honest, I don't really remember how Gen V ended, which is pretty sad because I remember loving it. I just
It
feel like I
ended-
watched it a while ago.
Cliffhanger-ing ish.
I won't spoil,
I'll watch it on YouTube.
but
You're good.
um,
But I mean, it looked good. I mean, it's Gen V season 1 was really good. I just hope it doesn't fall off a cliff. I feel like The Boys season 4 was not very good.
Yeah, that wasn't very up to par.
No. So,
Yeah.
but
The
I
only
think
thing,
I like the Gen V universe and the characters, so I think it'll be good.
the guy, his name is Chance Perdomo. Oh God.
Yeah.
Chance Perdomo passed away. And I think before even season one came out, maybe.
No,
Or
it
was it?
was after it came out.
It was after it came out. Okay.
I don't know how
Chance
far after.
Perdomo.
He played Andre
Oh,
Anderson.
this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he died in
Um,
a motorcycle
Oh
accident.
wow, he passed. Oh wait,
yeah.
so I did check the comments and it was like
Oh,
rip someone I didn't know who it was, so I guess it was probably this guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Really sad. But he was like awesome in that first season. Is he in the second? Did he like shoot anything for the second season? Is he in it?
I didn't look at the trailer, so I don't know if
I don't think I saw him. I might be wrong though.
Yeah.
I watched it pretty quickly.
Yeah. It's really sad.
mm, that's all I have for news, by the way.
Cool. Good discussion. Anybody else have any other thoughts?
No, I don't think there was much else I can think
There were
of.
just like pairings of actors on for actors v actors or actors on actors, and like Patrick
Oh,
Schwarzenegger
I saw that. Yeah.
together, which is cool.
Um, he's not in it, and the role will not be recasted.
Okay.
So they said they changed some of the storylines, I guess, because of that. They didn't want to recast him.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Respect.
All right, let's go into our first movie. We're gonna do Logan first, and
Yes.
this is Chase's movie. Thanks, George.
Wait, one quick thing. I just remembered it because Schnur said Nosferatu. Did you guys catch the Nosferatu reference in Logan?
Did I say Nosferatu?
You said it earlier when we were talking about Frankenstein.
And then Jordan said, "Fuck Nosferatu." Just
Yeah, facts.
ridiculous.
I feel like I did,
Yeah.
but now I'm forgetting.
It
What
was
was
like in the first like 10 minutes. It was with the tracker dude, and he
it?
was like talking. There was just it was like a small like thing. I was just wondering if you guys heard it. Continue on.
Yeah. All right, Chase, give us your plot summary, and then we'll get into a discussion.
In the near future, weary Logan cares for an ailing Professor X in a hideout on the Mexican border, but Logan's attempts to hide from the world and his legacy are upended when a young mutant arrives, pursued by dark forces. This was my pick. Did not disappoint. Very much so enjoyed it. Um, I watched this movie in I watched this movie in like three parts, which I hate doing, but I had no choice because there was just so much downtime on the train this week that I just like couldn't not watch it, if that makes sense. And last night I was gonna finish it after the Knicks game. I had like an hour left and it was like midnight and I'm like started to like feel myself falling asleep and I'm like, yeah, this is not gonna fly. Like I don't want to fall asleep during this movie, so I just finished it like but right before we hopped on. And I loved it. I mean, one thing that I will say is that I'm not familiar at all with any X-Men lore or Wolverine lore, so perhaps maybe I didn't enjoy it as much as I should have. But as like a standalone movie, like going in fresh with no prior knowledge, like it was still awesome. So, I do wish that I knew a little bit more about it going in, though.
X-Men
I mean,
universe is really cool.
yeah. Honestly, you could have just read the Last of Us synopsis and would have applied to this, honestly.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was thinking the whole way, dude. Like, this is so similar to The Last of Us, and it was funny too because like Hugh Jackman, Pedro Pascal did a great job as Joel, but Hugh Jackman I think was a fan cast for a long time, and I would just kept thinking about like what it would have been like if Hugh Jackman played Joel because he's just so good.
Probably
yeah.
better.
No, none of this Pedro slander. What are we talking
It's more of a Last of Us slander.
Talk about Bella.
Let's talk about Daphne because she's absolutely awesome in this.
She is
One of the
great.
best parts. Yeah. Um, yeah, I think she's great. What Jordan's saying, the X-Men are so cool. I completely agree. I think they're like so interesting and are so different from like any other superhero because I feel like sometimes like there's stories where they try to make it like, oh, like the superheroes are seen as bad at points by some people and it's like a bit of a debate, but like the X-Men are truly kind of like they truly embody that, and that's their whole story is how like people like regular people fear them, so that's why they try to like control them or like get rid of them, and it's kind of like commentary on like genocides and like discrimination and stuff like that. Um, and I think this like perfectly encapsulates that without needing the rest of the source material, honestly. Like I feel like it perfectly shows like how sad it is that there's so little of them left and how they kind of destroyed each other, even though they're all kind of fighting for like the same goal, but in different ways. And that's like really, really sad. I think honestly, after watching it, I think I would say this is my favorite live action superhero movie now. Like I think it's so well written. I think the characters are so good. Between like this and the Batman, I put it over that.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa.
I really
I
would. I
agree.
think it's so well written.
Head to head, Batman, Logan. Like,
Batman,
Like I would
but
take
Logan's up
Logan.
there.
Like,
you're taking
after watching it
Logan?
this time, I
Wow.
almost gave it a 5. I really think the only thing I was like not crazy about was the third act, and it was like kind of like I didn't think the CGI was all that great, and I didn't like love that whole like fight thing. And like the kids' powers was kind of like Thor: Love and Thunder, like reminiscent of that. Um, but yeah, I
Logan,
was
Spider-Man 2. Live action Spider-Man.
Logan,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Logan for sure.
Not
Hey.
even close.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what I liked
But
about this movie? So similar to Chase, I don't really have too much of like the backstory lore with the X-Men Wolverine. Like I know some of like Professor X and like all that, but it's like interesting watching this and not really knowing if Wolverine really is like a true superhero. Like seeing how he like kind of goes about his business. He kind of seems like a complete scumbag throughout the movie, like a drunk. He's kind of like an asshole, but he really does
it's
like
Wolverine.
yeah, which is like I think that adds like how interesting his character actually is because like you usually watch a superhero movie and they're always like, oh, everything is good, like everything is morally good, good, good. Every like, I think it's so cool to see like Wolverine has like the struggle with like alcohol and like whatever else he's going through. And the other thing I wanted to bring up was I said it on my review, and Jordan, I know you like this. Uh, Superhero movies are best when they're violent, when they're dark, when they're like gritty. Like I love
Serious
seeing
kind of.
serious. Like I'm thinking about like a serious tone of like this is not a superhero movie, but like think about how good Andor is with like everything else in Star Wars. Like Dune is so good because it has like a serious tone. I absolutely love the serious tone like of these types of movies, and I wish they would keep making more. Like the Batman is so great because like Batman is so serious. Like MCU, like they're good at what they do, and like when they hit their highs, like it's definitely very peak. But these movies are so good. I don't know. I just love like the tone of these movies.
Christian's best take he's ever had ever. I can't agree more. All the like the Batman, Logan, what else did you say? I love The Watchmen, which I
Yeah,
put Christian onto. That's a great one. And I think that's just preference. Like I'd rather watch like a serious tone movie than like a Marvel where like it's good, but it's like kind of quippy, like quips and like what is it? Not
One-liners.
like catchphrases and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, that's just like my preference. I think that's why I like Logan so much, kind of because it kind of goes along like the Batman. I will say though, like I feel like the Ben Affleck Batman, that kind of whole arc of DC movies, tried to do that like serious tone, very bad. So it can.
No, no, it's not.
Shut
It
up!
is
It's
bad.
fucking
incredible.
horrible.
It is incredible. There are so
What the
many missing
fuck are you
scenes
talking
there.
about?
Hey, okay, you can't argue Aquaman. I don't give a fuck about Aquaman.
I'm not even talking about Aquaman.
The Batman
Ben Affleck
versus
as
Superman,
Batman?
Dawn of Justice. If you watch the
Horrible.
Dawn of
Marvel version,
Justice?
adds
Fucking horrible.
so
You
much.
can't
Oh
be
no,
saying this
no,
to me
no.
right now.
Oh my God, it adds so much more to the whole story and the underthing. Batman in that is incredible. The darkness, he's literally crawling on the wall like he's like it's incredible the way that the way that they did that. Those movies are great. The only ones I will say, Man of Steel is good. Super
Man of
serious
Steel's
tone, I'll
fine.
take that.
I haven't seen
Batman
this
vs
in a
Superman, the
while.
extended version, yes, and then
I,
the Snyder cut of the Justice League is unbelievable.
The Snyder Cut, I like.
the
I
Snyder
haven't seen
Cut's
Man of Steel in
good.
a
It's not
while.
unbelievable to me.
You've seen the whole 4 hour
Dude,
thing?
Yes.
Yeah. It's
How
not
would I not see the
fun.
full hour thing? I'm like the biggest Batman fan ever. How would I not watch the whole thing? I love the
Batman,
storyline.
If
I
you don't
think the
think that
story's
Ben
cool.
Affleck is like one of the best Batman like there was, better than Bale, better than any of the other ones, you're
Dude,
wrong.
Chase
Because
is
he
making
absolutely is.
crazy
He's dark
faces at me
demonic.
right now.
He's dark demonic. It is absolutely
No.
one of the perfect Batman things.
he also kills people, which is
That
like
I
the
that I,
anti-Batman.
dark demonic. You want to talk about that? Yes, he's killing people. I don't like that he kills people, but he is like that. Batman is so good.
Wait, so
He's great
Look,
as
I don't
Bruce Wayne and Batman.
I don't
Jagger,
care about that, but I and I love Ben Affleck. We've talked about this. I love Matt Damon. I love Ben Affleck, and I catch heat for it. But he's not good as Batman. And I don't know if it's him or I literally do not like those
Oh my
movies. They're not
God.
good.
Jacob, do you like Ben Affleck?
No, I was saying I don't like think he's like a bad actor or anything. I just like he just bothers me for some reason.
he's like
Um,
he just
He
feels
just
like a
seems like he's
scumbag.
yeah, he just seems like he's a prick.
I don't
yeah,
care
I
about
think
I don't
he
know.
is.
I don't care
I don't
about
know.
I
I
think
like
that's because he is.
I don't mind his Batman. I don't think Batman v Superman's very good, but like tying that kind of back into Logan, like with the tone of it, I think it just really depends for me. I think like one the character, like yeah, Batman I think works better when he's like dark and in the shadows because that's kind of like his character. But like Superman is supposed to be like a beacon of hope and like light, so I kind of like that. Like that's more colorful now. Like we'll see how the movie is, but like with Logan, I think also kind of fits that. Like I mentioned how hard the X-Men have it, and it's like a very dark story. They deal with a lot of like very dark themes in X-Men, and Logan specifically at this point is like all alone, and like you mentioned the alcoholism, and like he literally has claws coming out of his fists. You know, show him cutting someone's arm off. Like that's good for this kind of thing. Like they tried to do dark with Spider-Man with the Amazing Spider-Mans, and they like didn't really land as well as the others. You know, so like I think it just depends on the character, I would say. And Logan, it fits perfect.
Yep.
absolutely. It's
Agreed. I
perfect.
like Amazing Spider-Mans, but they're they're the worst ones. But I do like them. But I mean, I can't believe that, Jagger. I know you like the
Why are
Snyder
you still
cut
talking about this? Why we're on
because I
Logan
literally
now?
can't believe that you like Batman versus Superman. You like Jesse
I like it.
Eisenberg
I
as
think it's
Lex
a
Luthor
good.
taking corner threes.
What?
What?
Put in the clip.
Yeah, he's shooting
Literally
around.
shooting
This is where he's
around.
shooting around.
I don't
When he gets
remember.
introduced, he's like shooting
I
around on his like
He
court in
actually,
his lab.
I actually saw an interview with Jesse Eisenberg and said he like loved basketball growing up. Was like a really big basketball player in his hometown, which
Is
is
he a big
actually
Knicks fan?
I don't know,
Mm.
Okay.
but he's a big he loves basketball, so that's probably why that's in there.
Shouldn't be.
I want to give
Christian,
my
right,
thoughts on this
Yeah.
movie.
you
I haven't
go.
talked about it at all.
Yeah.
I love this movie. It's incredible. You guys, I echo the points of the dark. I love that. This is what like this is the only Wolverine that I've known. And I left this movie pissed off because of Deadpool and Wolverine. We were with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine for since I think 2000 and this came out 2017. So 17 years of just Hugh Jackman being the only Wolverine through like 9 movies. And the send off that we give him is absolutely perfect with him sacrificing for his daughter. Basically, I'll call Daphne Keene like his daughter to for the future of the X-Men. With the whole movie, he's like, I don't care, like I don't care, like I want to just get on this boat, just Charles, like we can just survive on this boat. It doesn't matter. I don't care about what happened to the mutants. We're done. But at the end of the movie, he comes around and he saves mutant kind, pushes them forward, and then he has the X instead of the cross on his
That
It
was
was
awesome.
amazing.
tombstone,
That was
which is
amazing.
unbelievable. And then in fucking Deadpool and Wolverine, they just rip it up and then just fight with his bones, which is just
Get out of
unbelievably bad. And
here.
now Hugh Jackman's just back as Wolverine.
Have you seen it, Chase?
They play with his bones. What do you? No, I
They
haven't
used
seen it.
his like adamantium bones as like weapons and as a shield, and it just ripped it up. And the movie said they weren't gonna do that, and then they just went out there and
Well,
did it.
I'm
You're gonna
And I
assuming he's a
punch.
variant, right?
and, like
The,
but
Yeah.
that
movie
that Wolverine.
sucked. It could be just like a butthurt fan, but like there is no reason to do that. This ended the perfect way with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and this is how it should have ended. As the movie is called Logan, just him being himself, like he is Logan, and it ends like that. And then we just get ripped up and plays with his
Is he
body.
is he a variant in the new movie?
Yes, it's a different if
It's
it's a
all
different
bullshit, man.
different
That movie sucked.
a different
Horrible.
universe.
Yeah, it's a different version of him, but yeah, like they do like Jackson. The movie literally opens up. Deadpool goes to like this grave from this specific movie, takes the bones out, and is like using them like to as like nunchucks, kind of like fighting around with them. It's so stupid.
That's so
Um,
fucked.
yeah,
Whose
I
idea was that?
Ryan,
Marvel,
Probably.
Ryan Reynolds, yeah,
stupid
the
Ryan,
worst. Yeah,
Ryan Reynolds, the worst man alive.
worst couple in
yeah,
Hollywood.
absolute worst.
Uh,
Christian, I mentioned to you because I did a project on a scene in this movie for a film music class I was in college. I think Jagger was in the same one
Well,
at some point.
Yeah.
Um, you were gonna
Oh
do
yeah,
that?
I did.
You did?
I did it for Revenge of the Sith.
Okay, yeah.
Obi-Wan
So there was like a
Kenobi
project you had
ending.
to like. There was a project you had to like break down a scene and like talk about like how it cuts and like how the music and the sound design like is used in it. And I used it for that one scene where Professor X, or Charles Xavier, has like that seizure in the casino
Yep.
room. That scene is so unbelievable, dude. It's absolutely sick of him like clawing up against the walls and
I forgot about that scene
ringing. Oh my God, it's so
And
until
good.
like
as
rewatching
I
it.
was as I was
Yeah.
watching that, I was like, this is definitely the scene that Schnur was talking about with the music in
Yeah.
the background. It was, yeah, like because I guess it was only like the other mutants are able to like walk through this like seizure that's going on. So it was like Laura and obviously Logan walking through it, and them like taking everybody out while they like can't move was like the sickest thing ever. And then once they finally stopped the seizures, everybody was like falling to the floor because they're all dead. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah. And you hear like, because like the ringing of, like the seizure thing happening. And there's a little bit of like score, I think, going on. And then they also have like the actual casino music at points, like very faintly too. It's like perfect how they do that.
You know what scene I love? The
What's it?
when the tracker, like, I forget his name. When he sacrifices himself with the
Cal
grenades.
Calabac,
Yeah.
Cala
What does he say again?
Caliban.
Because like
Caliban,
something
yes.
like you're gonna see the light, like something with the
Yeah. I don't know, I thought that was pretty cool.
that was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
I want to challenge you guys a little bit because I was thinking about it. The opening scene in this movie, where I guess I don't know if you want to call it a cartel or like a mob or whatever, like they were like jumping his car and then he comes out, like he gets shot by the shotgun, he gets up and just like destroys all of them. That might be the best opening scene I've seen in anything Marvel. I wonder if you guys have anything that you can put up against that.
Just pure opening.
in
Pure opening scene.
Yeah. I mean, the Infinity War, oh, not, yeah, the Infinity War opening is pretty good, right? It's with on the ship with
Yeah.
like
Yep.
Thanos coming and fights the Hulk.
Yep.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I'm trying to
trying to
think.
think.
I loved it. I like when I saw this, I was like, okay, this like sets the tone for the entire movie. Like I was blown
Yeah.
away.
I mean, the Batman too, with the Riddler, like in the guy's
Well, he said
like
Marvel.
apartment. Was that?
Marvel or superhero?
He said
Oh
Marvel.
yeah,
We
Marvel.
could
Yeah,
either or is
yeah.
fine, but yeah, I was saying Marvel. But I couldn't think of
Okay,
anything that
yeah,
could top
I
this.
mean, Joker. Or
yeah. I'm
not the
trying to
Joker,
think.
like Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight's unbelievable with the heist on the bank. Yeah,
Yeah,
unreal.
yeah. Marvel. I don't know. Yeah, this might be the best. I say it's
Yeah,
just so well written, and his character is so well done. Like I love how, because obviously he's kind of supposed to be like immune to injuries and he like heals, but the whole time you kind of see he has like a little bit of a limp and he has like the scars and like you notice it all throughout and he's like they're planting those seeds of like he's deteriorating, like he literally could die at any moment. And then like it makes sense when he actually does because it's like he's just so deteriorated at that point. And it's just like yeah, they just set it up perfectly.
Chase, did
yep.
you watch this with Ava?
Yeah, so like I said, I watched it in three stints, but she caught up with me. She watched it. She started watching it from the point where they got to the highway scene and Logan saved that family.
Mhm.
And they got back to the house. That's where she started watching it with me. But I explained to her everything that happened. And she was
She liked
drawn
it.
in. Yeah, she was drawn in. Question though, Laura was actually his biological daughter, right? Like that's his offspring.
Sounded
I
like they
think
used his like genetic
Fashion.
makeup.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all
She's
Same with
lab.
how
born
like
in a lab.
Like she was made in the lab.
So Logan was, I don't know if you guys know, but he was made in a lab. Like his like lore, like as part of his
Yeah,
lore.
I kind of well, I figured I didn't know he was like made in a lab, but I figured he was obviously like tested on and was like
Yeah,
a failed test. I assumed kind of like the Hulk in a way.
Yeah, he did it when he was
kinda.
like 30 or something like that, in like hundreds of years ago, basically. And they like injected him with all this like this adamantium. And like he fought in like I think both world wars. Like he's been there for a while. Like in this movie, like he finally comes to an end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
guys
was
should
really
watch all the
sad.
X-Men movies.
I
Yeah,
was
I
really
was
sad when the whole family passed away too. That was so
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one of you guys definitely have to hook me up with the like what movies I should watch in the X-Men universe so I
I'll
can
do a
watch.
rewatch with you because I
Cool.
haven't seen them in years,
Start
and
with
I
the
like them.
old
And I don't
ones.
think,
Just watch them in release order, honestly.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably like the early 2000s ones I enjoy. I mean, if you're looking to get like if you think it's going to be on par with Logan, you're mistaken.
Yeah.
But I like the 2010-ish ones, whatever those are, like Days of Future Past and First Class and stuff. I enjoy those. Those are fun.
I was gonna say First Class, not like the best X-Men movie, but I think it does like a really great job of setting up like the world and kind of letting you know like what the mutants are going through, what their dynamic is like in the world with like regular people, and kind of like why both sides of mutants like are the way they are. It's like a really great setup if you want to get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I like the Wolverine movie. I forgot which one it's called, but it's the one where he's in Japan.
The Wolverine.
Is it the Wolverine? I enjoy that
Yeah.
one. That one's
I don't
fun.
think I saw that one.
It's not like
I don't like that one.
insane, but like
I,
it's like a three and a half. It's like
I will
solid.
I will say this. I've always liked Wolverine, haven't seen too much, but this has me very, very hyped up for the Wolverine video game coming out by Insomniac Games. And I'm just like, please just give me like Logan just being an absolute menace and let's just murder everybody.
Yeah.
If
So
it ever
awesome.
comes out.
Yeah.
I thought it got canceled.
This was peak though,
No,
right? This
no,
was
no, no, it's
like
not canceled.
this is like Wolverine's like peak. Like this is his best project, his best
Yeah.
piece of
Yeah.
media.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
for
So it's
sure.
like only downhill from here,
No,
unfortunately.
if
Yeah, but
watch
I like the
Days of
other
Future Past,
characters.
he is like the main character in that. He's phenomenal in that. Just not the tone that we get with Logan.
Agreed, but still very good. And I think even besides Wolverine, the characters in X-Men are very interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, this movie was so good on rewatch here that I actually like started X-Men 97 like right after I finished. I watched the first episode of that. And it was pretty good. It wasn't as good as this,
Right.
but it was fun. Like I'll see how the rest of it goes.
I
I
mean,
also you got Chase. What are you
I
saying?
was gonna say Daphne Keane was great too. Like I'm kind of
Um,
shocked that she wasn't kind of cast in like a lot of roles since then. I feel like I've only seen her in The Acolyte, where you don't even know that it's her.
She's in
Yeah.
the Acolyte.
As a Padawan, yeah, she's
yeah.
like
Mhm.
covered by all this makeup, and obviously she was in the Deadpool movie, but I feel like I haven't seen her in any. Like I'm shocked. I thought she did such a good job. I figured that she would have been thrust onto the scene after this movie.
Is she actually Spanish?
I don't think so. I think she's British.
Daphne Keane
Wow.
doesn't sound very Spanish.
Yeah, no, but she was like so good like
Yeah,
playing this role, and she like spoke Spanish really
Have you
well.
guys seen her in anything else?
I'm trying to look up
Not
anything that
besides
she's
what you
in.
named, no.
Well,
I also loved you guys mentioned when like the whole family died, but like when Charles died, um I don't know how much that hit for you guys. Obviously you haven't seen a ton. I'm sure it still hit hard. Um that scene like having him give that whole monologue thinking he's talking to Logan and then it's not and then like he dies and it's like oh my God, the last thing he sees when he dies is like Logan's face thinking he killed him and they made sure to have like the actual Logan go back and be like that wasn't me, it wasn't me, like right before he like carries him out of the bed, like to make sure before he dies he knows like he didn't betray him. Like just
amazing.
yeah, just a perfect moment.
Amazing. And to top that scene off with the father, he like goes back to get revenge on his family and then you see him like is he gonna shoot Logan or is he not? And then he fires the gun, but it's an empty like there's no ammo left. That was awesome too. And then he just drops there. Sick.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Shout
was a
out
good.
Glenn. It's
What?
incredible. I said shout out Glenn, it's incredible.
Yeah, so I visited my parents last weekend, so I wasn't on the pod, and my dad was telling me he listens to every episode, and he was saying that all of us say like, "Oh, it's incredible, it's incredible." I was like, "All right, dude, whatever."
We're not gonna use the word incredible from here on out then.
I told him to go watch Armageddon because that's all he watches. I was telling Schnur that he's literally what's his name, Schnur?
What? From
He's Jason Statham, but
oh
with watching
yeah.
movies. Like he just watches like the same type of movies like over and over again.
big Geostorm guy. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Now he hates Geostorm actually.
really?
Yeah.
Let's
It was tight though.
let's transition into Spider-Man into the
Ratings?
Spider-Verse.
We
So
gotta do
let's Oh
ratings.
yeah, let's do ratings. Let's do ratings. Start with Jacob.
4.5, almost a 5 without the CGI stuff. And the villains were all right. But yeah, this is like easy 4.5.
Jordan.
Agree with Schneider. I had it at a 4, apparently. Moved up to 4.5. But I think the one thing pulling back for me is no real villain. That's the only really thing.
Jagger.
5. Nothing holds us back for me.
Jace.
4.5. Could have been a 5 if like I said, I was a little more familiar. I feel like not that they set it up in a way where like you're supposed to know everything because they did, like Schnurr said, they kind of covered their tracks and did a good job with that. But I think it like the emotional aspect of it could have hit home harder if I knew a little more.
Yeah, I gave this one a 4.5. I think it's a nearly flawless superhero movie outside of Jordan mentioned the villain. Whatever the villain's name was in that movie, like the main guy who was like trying to get like I don't really care for him. He's like
Nah.
whatever. But
Which you
yeah.
weren't supposed to, I don't think. I don't like
Yeah.
the
Like the guy
movie
with the one arm, you're
doesn't really
saying?
Yeah, the guy with the one
need
arm. Yeah.
like a huge villain presence because it was mostly just about like Logan, his ending, but
Yeah.
I
I
can't
like
give it
that
a five
actor
star with
though.
that.
The actor is good. He was Johnny Cash in Complete Unknown. I was talking to Jagger about that. And he's in Narcos. He's good in that too.
There it goes. Johnny Cash was in this movie. I go. No,
Oh
he
yeah.
was not. Like the real Johnny Cash.
Sorry.
No, but it's James
Um,
Mangold, so same actors, I guess.
yeah. All right.
You
Jagger,
jackass,
take
Bob
take it
Dylan.
away. Jagger, take it away with Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man of the Spider-Verse. More than one wears the mask. Struggling to find his place in the world while juggling school and family, Brooklyn teenager Miles Morales is unexpectedly bitten by a radioactive spider and develops unfathomable powers just like the one and only Spider-Man. While wrestling with the implications of his new abilities, Miles discovers a super collider created by a madman, Wilson Kingpin Fisk, causing others from across the Spider-Verse to be inadvertently transported to his dimension. This movie is just beautiful. Um, and I'm not even talking about like the colors and the animation, like the a true like coming of age like movie. Like this, Miles is so good. This and Across the Spider-Verse are my two favorite Spider-Man movies. I think Spider-Man 2 is great, but I think they lap them. It's not even like I like Peter Parker more than I like Miles Morales, but Miles Morales' story and the way that it's done in this with all these intercollidings of Peter B. Parker becoming a mentor and figuring out his life because of Miles. Like there's so many, it's a web. It's a web, like it's all intertwined. Every character just feels like so fleshed out and like so like amazing. Like even Aunt May and the time that she's giving is like you can tell like what she's dealt with, like what she's dealt with in the past with Peter from this dimension. So I love this movie. I know you guys all love it too. Like, let's hear it.
So good. Anyone
Speechless.
else want?
I'll go. I do want to say I'm pretty sure I remember watching this movie for the first time after I played the Spider-Man Miles Morales video game. And I remember playing the video game and thinking like, holy shit, this is a masterpiece. And I remember thinking like, there's no way like Miles' story can get better. Like the video game did such a good job like at bringing this character, to life. It was my first piece of Miles Morales media. And then I watched the movie, and the movie, like Jagger said, like Spider-Man 2 is great. But like the movie did laps around the game and the game's character. And I truly believe that Miles Morales, like for me personally, I think I enjoy Miles Morales more than I do Peter Parker. And that's not a knock on Peter Parker as a character or a Spider-Man, because Peter Parker is A plus. But Miles, to me, he's got the swag, he's got the aura, he's got the personality. I mean, it's amazing. Miles is amazing. He's an amazing character, and this movie does exceptional work at bringing him to life.
So
What's Up Danger scene is the best scene in any superhero movie. I think it might be the
Possible.
best.
Um, so Chase, you just brought up one of my points that I was gonna bring to the table about a debate. Miles Morales or Peter Parker, which one you guys like more? So maybe just you guys go through who you guys like more.
I
It's
mean,
just like
I already,
yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
it's just
Chase your
like
Miles.
the Spider-Verse Miles versus like any of the live action Peters or like
Yeah.
just in general.
I would say the character in general, just the character.
When you think of Spider-Man, who do you think of?
Yeah,
Peter
Peter
I mean,
Parker.
For
I
me,
think
it's
of
Peter
Peter.
Parker.
Peter
Yeah.
Parker.
Yeah, um, yeah, it's tough because these movies are, I agree, like these are the best Spider-Man movies. And these are the best. These are my favorite superhero movies. Are these two, Spider-Verse? Um, yeah, I don't know. I'd probably still go Peter just because he's like the one, and he's had like so many more years of being in front of my face. But yeah, Miles is sick.
Yeah, I think for me it's also Peter Parker, and I think one thing I love about this movie is sometimes like the multiverse idea kind of gets redundant and it's just not done well. But I think this might be the best movie that we see with the multiverse like idea behind it. I love
100%.
like Spider-Man, like I don't know all their names, but like the piggy guy, like the pig, Spider-Man
Peter
Noir,
Porker.
like
What do you
they're yeah, Peter Porker,
Peter
whatever his name.
Porker.
Spider Ham.
Yeah, Spider-Man, like it's all so great. I love it. And I watched this with Rachel. She's never seen it before, and I wouldn't. I didn't know if she's gonna like it because she doesn't love animation movies, but she was actually crying at the end with like Miles's monologue saying like anybody can wear the mask. Like it was so great.
Chills.
Chills.
Chills,
So
chills.
good.
I want to preface though
Chills.
for the debate in case this gets clipped. I do want to say I absolutely love Peter Parker though. Just want to say that just so I don't get absolutely castrated in the comments. Just want to throw that out there.
I think this is something that you wouldn't get castrated over though. Like
You don't think
I would
so?
say
Yeah.
Miles, and I would say like that's fine. Like I don't really have like a huge rebuttal. Like it's just like personal preference. I don't think there's like a valid argument
I
for it.
think there's not a bad Spider-Man. That's like the live action castings, like everyone debates who's the best live action Spider-Man. Like they're all great. Even if like you like one the least, like probably still did really good. Same with like Miles in this. And I think these movies show also that like it's not even just Peter who's like the main one, obviously. Then like Miles is the next one you'd think of, but like I mean I know he's not in this movie, but like what's that like Miguel O'Hara is sick. And like all these different Spider-Man characters, Spider-Ham, like Christian said, like Noir, who's getting his own show. And I forget the girl's name who's in like the machine
Penny
thing
Parker.
too. Penny Parker. Yeah, like they're all
Diva
like all of them are so yeah,
from
Diva.
Overwatch.
Yeah. Like all of them are great. And it's so good. I think also on Christian's point about like the multiverse movies, I think the fact that like they pull it off makes it even better because we have seen so many times that people try it and fail, and it just like is hard to it's like a hard thing to adapt, and they do it so well, and that makes it like even more impressive on top of the already like generational game-changing animation that they bring to the table.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Schnur, they have the greatest animated scene ever in the history of animation. It's my 1A.
Yeah, it's so good. Like oh, just everything about that, like the one shard of glass and the upside down, like over the it's and the
Perfect.
music is perfect. It's a perfect
Absolutely
scene.
perfect.
Do you guys
Um,
know Kingpin is played by I think his name's like Leave
Lee Schreiber.
Yeah.
Schreiber?
I thought you were gonna say Nick Stanko.
No. He in X-Men I think it's like Origins Wolverine. He plays Sabretooth,
Yeah.
which is cool. They're connected.
I'm going back through some of my old wallpapers. You're not a real Into the Spider-Verse fan if you didn't have a Spider-Verse upside down at some point as your phone wallpaper. You're not a true fan.
I don't have that, but I do have
Let me see if I have one.
I do
I think I
have
do.
Andrew Spider-Man. Like that's my lock screen is Andrew Spider-Man jumping
Oh
over the
yeah.
Yeah.
city.
I
That's
mean,
sick.
like you guys said, I think
I
it's
had
more of
this
a
one, Chase. Sorry.
reflection.
Wait, hold
What'd
on.
you say?
Hold on. Keep going. I'll find
I was
it.
gonna say, I think, like you guys said, it's more of a reflection on like not necessarily Miles versus Peter. I think it's just whoever said it. It's sort of more so about like how amazing Spider-Man is. Like he's my personal favorite superhero. I feel like it's just like nobody likes not nobody likes. I like the Andrew Garfield movies, but
I do.
Yeah, it's still like Andrew Garfield. Like people argue to this day that like he's still an amazing Spider-Man. Like it's just such an iconic, amazing, my favorite superhero. Like I'm taking him over anybody.
I
Yeah,
think
me too.
most people you ask, you're either a Spider-Man guy or a Batman guy. Like if you ask someone, like I think Jordan's favorite superhero is Batman. I think
I'm
mine's
both
Batman.
though.
But if you had
Or
to
you mean
choose
like
one,
favoring one?
you're also you're choosing
Yeah.
one of those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, who are you picking?
Fair.
You got to pick one, Jordan.
I mean, you know the answer. Come on.
Okay. What
That was
if
Bruce
what
Wayne
if
for Halloween? What
what
do we mean?
what if
The guy was Bruce Wayne for Halloween. What are we talking?
I was literally Batman my sophomore year and junior year of college. Just one was the Dark Knight Batman, and then the other one was Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, you weren't even Batman. You were literally just Bruce Wayne with the eyeshadow.
Yeah, it was fucking sick. I'm pulling up it right now. It was so cool.
what if Bobby Pat's Batman didn't exist? Would you still pick the Batman? Because I know he's your favorite iteration.
Do Into the Spider-Verses exist?
Yes. Let's say yes. Just for the
All right,
sake
then.
of I'm
I'm
just trying
still
to
going
see
back.
how much you
I think
really love
I think I'm
Batman or
still
how much
going
you love that
Batman.
performance.
I think I'm still going Batman
They're the two.
because I just like the dark aspect of it. But I mean, the Batman from Bobby Pat is it just blows the Dark Knight out of the water. I'm sorry.
I mean, how could you not want to just like swing around the city like on your webs? Like it's if I could literally be anything in the world, I would want to be Spider-Man.
Yeah, and I'll be up top. You won't even see me, and I'll just be looking down at you in the shadows.
No, but I'll get the spider sense and then I just turn around and,
You have no
web
idea
you
I'm
up and you're
there.
done.
Who wins in a fight?
Batman.
Batman would
Oh.
destroy Spider-Man.
How much prep time does he have?
Really?
The dumbest thing ever. I can't stand that.
Oh my god, it's like Batman 10-minute prep time versus Xenomorph who wins.
Yeah.
That's funny. Wait, is that like a unanimous thing? Like Batman would win that fight?
I don't
No, I wouldn't say so, but people always say that like Batman could be anyone if he has like prep time.
I've never heard of
What
that.
is that?
Oh,
What does
dude,
that mean?
all
Everyone
the
Like,
says
time.
like time for him to train.
Like
Like that?
training or like planning out his attack, like how he did in Batman v Superman. How he like plants all the kryptonite everywhere and like
Is that like a
takes him down.
complaint about Batman? Is that like he
No.
No,
has
it's like a compliment to him that he's just like
Oh,
doesn't have
Smart
powers, but he's like
dude.
so smart and he just like if he has time to prep, he like can beat anyone. It's
So
It's
funny.
like
I've never heard of that.
Batman year prep time versus Jesus Christ. People like that.
Funny.
Which one do you guys prefer, Into or Across?
Dude, I was thinking about that. I think I'm the only one that watched it this week. Jagger, did you watch Into this week?
Mhm.
Okay, so I think the two of us were the only ones that watched it this week. And man, it's like splitting hairs. It's so close for me. Like, I don't know. I think Across like takes the animation style to an
How sick is that? Come on.
We're laughing because Jordan put up his Batman Halloween costume up there. Like I said, I think it's splitting hairs. Across the Spider-Verse takes the animation style to like even a next level, which is just absolutely insane. Split is such a great villain. I don't know, man. Spot, whatever, Spot.
splitting hairs.
Splitting hairs. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I really don't.
I choose Across.
I think I also choose Across.
Cross is better, but Into set the groundwork.
See,
I wish I
because
saw Into in theaters.
yeah, that's retweet.
Oh
But
Oh
God.
my.
Oh Lord.
Oh my.
He's
But-
gonna try to cut that out because he edits it.
I'm not cutting it out.
God.
But
He does that every week.
Oh God.
yeah, I've done it before. Thank you, Schnur.
Yeah.
Man, it's tough because when I think of Across and I think of Into, I think of I think of the I'm gonna do my own thing for Across. But then I think of obviously the upside down, what's up danger scene.
I
And
said,
it's
"What's
like,
up, danger?"
God, are those both like 1A, 1B in animated scenes ever?
I mean,
Like,
those are the
where do
two
you guys
best
put-
animated movies ever.
Where do you guys put the I'm gonna do my own thing scene, like on the level of because I think you're all gonna say what's up danger, and I think that's totally valid. I think that's probably the easy pick. But where do you put it in proximity to the what's up
Very
danger?
close. Very
Yeah,
close.
it's extremely close. And also everything that leads
I
up to
love the nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Like almost better
Yeah.
than the What's Up Danger.
Nah, I'm gonna do my
everything
own
that
thing.
leads up to that is sick.
has been
too.
too memed for me now.
But that
Like,
whole
I
scene, if you
like-
rewatch that like 10-minute scene Oh my God,
Dude,
the
It's
whole
me,
incredible outside
chase.
of that one time. Like,
me,
because What's Up Danger is like 2.5 minutes. Like the whole like chase is like a long time. So it has more on it.
Yeah.
I remember vividly me and Jagger in the theater, and we saw it because I worked at the movies for context, got to see the movie early, and I brought Jagger. He was my plus one,
It's
and
cute.
we're sitting in the theater, and I remember during that scene, Jagger turns to me and he goes, he was the movie. He's like, we're like, are we watching this right now? Like, are we seriously watching? I know this is supposed to be an Into the Spider-Verse conversation, and I'm sorry for making it more across, but
They blend. It's
No, it's fine. Yeah,
you can't have
I
one
asked to
without the
I
other.
asked to compare. Yeah.
it's
I
yeah.
okay, so I have
That's
an
actually really
across.
funny.
Now that we touched into Across the Spider-Verse, I have a question for you guys. So my friend Islam is a massive Spider-Man fan, like as big as it gets. He knows like all the comics, he reads them all, he has everything. And I asked him about what does he like more, the Spider-Verse movies or like the original Tobey Maguire. He always says Tobey Maguire. And the reason why he loves Spider-Verse, but the reason why he's slightly down on Across the Spider-Verse is because of this. And let me know if you guys agree.
Say it's
So
not a complete movie. Just get them out.
he he says the fact that the Spider-Man and the Spidey Society in Across the Spider-Verse are okay with Miles letting his dad die is fundamentally a wrong characterization of the Spider-Man character, and it flips the morals of Spider-Man on its head. How do you guys feel about that?
He's.
I don't know. I
I
mean,
mean, I don't
they're all
know.
different Spider-Man.
It's
That's what I was gonna say.
Would you
it's
say?
also like it is a the movie makes it a canon event. Like this
Yeah.
has to happen in order for you to be Spider-Man. Like this has to happen.
Yeah, but I think like his idea is that Spider-Man will always fight to keep whoever it is alive, and that is like the true characterization of Spider-Man, and it kind of goes against it in a way to keep the canon event alive.
But
That's
he
fair.
is fighting.
But I think the only
Yeah.
thing is there's one main person pushing for it. Miguel O'Hara is like the only one like doing it. Everyone else is like helping him that we know. Besides like all the people like the people in the Spider-Verse don't know like what they're really chasing Miles for. They don't really know. Only what Miguel has like told them.
Yeah.
And I think Miguel is like because he had like such a hard time and he lost like his whole universe and his daughter and all that. So I think that could blind him a little bit. Like the rest of them, Gwen, Peter B. Parker, and what's his name? What's the punk guy's name?
Spider-Punk.
Spider Punk. Wow, that was
Yeah.
easy.
Okay, I said split. No,
they're
it's fine.
they're all
He's
like
awesome.
fighting for Miles because they actually know him and like know like what's going on.
Yeah, no, I'm with you guys 100%. I think it's an interesting question to like pose though for
I
somebody who like loves Spider-Man.
isn't the point kind of being though is like you can't be Spider-Man without experiencing loss.
Yeah, that's
I
like
mean,
the
Okay.
canon event.
I can't speak on the comics. I mean, obviously, like you said, he's like a Spider-Man. I don't want to say freak because it's totally
Guru.
valid. Like anybody could be a Spider-Man freak, but I feel like that's kind of the point of Spider-Man. It's like you can't be him unless you experience that loss.
But
Yeah,
he already lost his uncle. Like that could have just like
Oh,
settled.
that's true, actually.
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I think it
Speaking of
is a fair
that,
point. I think it's a fair point.
Oh yeah, that's actually that actually flips the argument a little bit for me.
but it has to be like the police chief, right? Isn't it the police chief
Yeah.
has to?
That's the canon
Yeah.
event. Yeah, it's gotta
Yeah.
be the police chief.
Yeah.
Miguel O'Hara is also the Batman
But
of Spider-Mans.
Uncle Ben wasn't a police
Facts.
chief at Toby's, right?
No, no,
No,
it's
it's
different
like
because it's Miles versus Peter. Like Miles's canon event is that the police, like in their universe, right, Schnur, like the police chief has to die.
well, it's in all of them because in like the what is the like is it Indian the one like that one universe
Oh,
Yes,
and the police chief's supposed to die in that and then
Yeah.
he like saves him and that's why it
the
starts to
whole
like
thing.
deteriorate. And
Yeah.
then same with like in the Amazing Spider-Man, Gwen's dad dies and he's the police chief.
you guys do. If your dad had to die in order for you to save your universe, do you just let him die, or you fight and figure out the universe
Tell,
after?
tell him to stop being the police chief.
Tell him to like quit.
Good job.
It's like Gwen's dad. It's like Gwen's dad saved because he bailed.
Christian, how does he feel about the Spider-Verse movies as a whole, though? Like, does that aspect of it totally bring it down for him, or does he still appreciate them?
No, he still loves the movies. He just doesn't like that part of it because he's very much so when he watches like a comic book movie, he wants them to stay very true to their character and I guess all of their like beliefs and all that. And I guess the idea that Spider-Man will always fight to keep like whoever is alive, and then you have like the Spidey Society like saying hey, you have to let him die. It's kind of I guess it makes sense. It goes like away from like their true character, but like to keep the canon event alive, like that also makes sense. So I guess you could play both sides.
Iffy.
Yeah.
Iffy take.
What about
I see
the
where he's coming from though.
I was gonna say another comparison with the two. The themes of um what's his name? What's the uncle's Prowler? The Prowler or Miguel? Like their little theme, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like the music theme? So good.
Yeah.
So
That's
Like
like
which one do you think is
one of my
better?
favorite
'Cause they're both
parts.
insane.
The proud.
I like the Prowler, I think.
I think I would go Prowler too, but
I
Yeah.
think I
it's
like
so
O'Hara.
close.
I think I also prefer the O'Hara theme.
So do I.
So good.
I don't know
Yeah.
actually.
There's like remixes on SoundCloud of the Prowl. There's different songs with like the Prowler theme and
Oh,
Miguel O'Hara's theme that like mixes into like rap song. It's so good.
no, it's the Prowler, and it's because I just thought of the final scene of Across the Spider-Verse. It's definitely the Prowler.
Nah, I'm the Prowler.
Yeah.
Like that? You like that,
So
Jagger?
it's so
I
good.
was very confused when you said that.
When is Beyond coming out? 2027?
Yeah,
Never. I'm
Never.
gonna be 40.
Is it 27?
yeah, 2027. But it
Oh,
it
okay.
was like this is a shorter turnaround than Into and Across,
I'm fine with it.
which
It
is
looks
crazy to
Hassel's
think
married
about.
now. It's never coming out.
Because they said Beyond was
Stop.
coming out a year after, and then it was 2, and then oh, never mind, it's 4 years after. So it just feels longer.
We're gonna
Complete.
get Beyond and the Batman 2 the same year.
Special.
And it's gonna be the greatest year of movies ever in the
December.
history of everything.
Maybe we get like a new DCU movie that same time too. If Superman's good.
Definitely do. They
Can't
have
wait.
like a huge plan. Huge
Yeah,
plan.
well, this movie's gonna tank and it's gonna blow up.
No, people are. This is gonna make a bill.
Yeah, definitely
This is gonna
100%.
make a bill.
A
100%.
mill?
A
A
billion.
bill.
Oh,
A
I was gonna say I
billion.
hope it make a
I think
bill.
this is
I
gonna make
hope
a
it makes a
billion.
mill.
You're saying
This isn't
Beyond?
making. This is not making.
Word
a
of mouth
billion.
is bad though.
I'd put a bet on it that it makes a billion.
I would
I bet
too.
you
For Beyond, you're saying?
$25 that it doesn't make a billion.
For
Okay.
Superman.
Well, I need better
Oh.
odds. No, I don't.
Well,
I
this
think
is
it's
this is
gonna
gonna
make a
be like
I'll make that deal.
years of not years. It's gonna take a while to like get whoever wins that bet.
No, I'll give it like what would you say reasonable 2.5, 3 months after
Yeah.
really settles.
Yeah.
If Superman doesn't
Okay,
reach a
yeah.
billion, what else is gonna reach a billion?
Avatar 3.
Avatar 3 is
Yeah,
Probably.
Avatar
Yeah.
3.
The Batman 2.
Would the Odyssey reach a billion?
It could.
Yeah,
I think it
yeah,
could
honestly probably would.
because that's very like worldwide story.
Yeah.
Doomsday
And I
will.
think
without
I
a
think
doubt.
Oppenheimer was just under a bill.
I think
So
it
I
was
feel like the
700,
Odyssey would.
something like that.
Dude, Superman's not touching a bill. There's no way.
Dude,
Yeah, it
I
is.
don't
I
think so.
think it is.
We'll
I
place
really
a bet. We'll
don't.
place predictions now, and then come back to this in the summer.
My thing is he's maybe the most popular superhero.
I think it will. I think especially too with how it's being marketed right now, it will. Like every time you watch TV, that trailer's on.
Yeah.
That ass
Doesn't
trailer.
I feel like it doesn't matter as much for something like this is how it performs, like how people
Like,
think
people
it,
are just
how
gonna go
good
see
it
it.
is. It's like we're gonna go see it. Like this is something like you have to see. Like Jurassic World Rebirth might hit a billion just because it's part of the Jurassic franchise, and it's probably not going to be good.
The last one hit a bill of those.
Dominion,
Yeah.
say
What was the last movie to hit a billion?
Minecraft probably.
Mm.
You think
Get the
Minecraft
fuck
hit a
out.
billion?
Minecraft hit a billion?
Let's see.
It's like the biggest, most popular video game like in the world.
I mean, I think Super Mario did. Speaking of video game,
Video
Dude,
games like that are
working
cheat
We're
codes.
straying
that makes
away,
sense
but-
because working in the theater for Mario, they extended the release and it was
Nine-
still like almost sold out by the
Yeah.
time it was supposed to be
940.
gone.
It made 940.
Minecraft?
Yeah.
Wow.
What did you say? It made what?
Minecraft made 940.
Ooh.
Yeah, a
I'm telling you.
billion is like a very
I don't think Superman's hitting a billion. If Minecraft's not hitting a billion, I don't
okay.
think Superman is.
I'm seeing the last movie to hit a billion by ChatGPT. It says Niza too, so like that.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Oh, Naza.
Asia
Yeah.
too.
Niza, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like a foreign movie that like the rest of the world sees but America doesn't?
No, I saw it in theaters.
It came out
Oh,
over here for a
yeah.
couple
Yeah,
days.
dude. Jurassic World Dominion made $1 billion, and that movie was
Dude.
horrific.
There's no what
Horrific.
the fuck.
Inside Out 2 made a billion.
Dude, this
Right.
Superman's gonna
That's
make
a little bit shocked. And Deadpool and Wolverine also made a billion.
What the
What?
Yeah, it's gonna make $1 billion.
Sorry, I just smacked my mic.
Superman might be a lock then.
I've
They're good,
seen
Jagger.
some content creators go over like movies that are coming out, and if they'll reach 1 billion, I think that could be a fun
I'm
segment.
very shocked that Minecraft didn't reach 1 billion though. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Well,
Maybe because like people like us didn't go see it. Like we didn't care to see that.
the
We didn't want to
Yeah.
take our shirts off and yell chicken
18
jockey.
to
Yeah,
No.
maybe people were scared.
24-year-olds.
Jordan saw it. I think you saw it in the 4D, right?
Nope. Nope. If
Jockey.
Deadpool and Wolverine's hitting 1 billion, though, I might be wrong. I did not think that hit 1 billion.
I think it'll clear. I think
But all, but also like that movie, like again, like it's like that like cult classic where like all these characters that we haven't seen in movies in like 20 years got brought back, like Blade and who's it, Electra or whatever her name is,
Yeah.
stuff like that, and people hear
Yeah,
about it and they're like, oh, we got to go see it. But
Those cameos.
I mean, it is Superman. Like I get what you're saying. I'm just like, I don't
There
know.
are also like so many different characters from the comics that are in this. Like, Oscar Drive. Like the Green Lantern's in this. It's not even like a real Green Lantern. So
Yeah.
Is it actually green? Isn't it Nathan Fillion or whatever his name is?
it's
Guy Gardner.
Guy Gardner, Green
Oh,
Goblin.
okay.
Because we get one of the most unreal with Aaron Pierre and what Friday Night Lights. What's his name?
Yeah, I'm forgetting his name.
It's Clear Eyes, Full Heart, Can't Lose.
That's also one thing. I feel like we talk about
Kyle
this.
Kyle
Chan-
Chandler. Yeah.
Oh my God!
I
Because
like
the
Kyle
main two,
Chandler.
Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre, are Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, who are like the two main Green Lanterns, and they're saying that the show is basically like True Detective. Like they're going to be going around the galaxy, like trying to solve
What the
crimes like a darker
fuck?
way.
Could be good.
That's
Could
interesting.
be awful.
Sounds fun.
Back onto Spider-Verse. I was gonna say if Beyond is good, like should we do ratings? Because I feel like we all have the same rating for
It's
this.
5.
I
Five's
think
all around.
everybody's got a
Yeah,
5
I think
here.
it's fives all around, and for Across also, right? Like all fives.
Yeah, I have a 5.
If Beyond is also five, like where is that in terms of like all-time
It's
trilogies?
the greatest trilogy of all time.
Greatest of all time.
Has to be.
Until Messiah comes out. Actually,
Well, Messiah comes out first.
Well,
So Messiah will
superhero.
be-
If it's a 5, yes. Right now, I have my favorite is probably the original Star Wars, and I have 2 5s in there.
It's wrong.
Incorrect.
Or Lord of the Rings
I was
is
gonna say,
also
that's-
right there.
Yeah.
Also
And that,
incorrect.
dude, that's arguably that might be 3 5s actually. Lord of the Rings is maybe the best. Oh, fuck,
Dude, I
don't
mean,
I think it'll be even if this is even Beyond's a 4, it will be the greatest animated trilogy of all time. I think it
100%.
tops Toy Story
Oh, yeah.
for you guys too. Like
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's the greatest animated.
Yeah. It's probably fair.
that's a sad conversation, but I can't
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 deny.
contest that one.
Toy Story is also about to have 5 movies, so it doesn't even qualify as a trilogy anymore.
True.
All right. That was good. That was
I
good
had
stuff.
I had it at a 4.5, by the way, and I checked before, and I was like, "Why is this 4.5?"
Let me
That's
check.
crazy.
Mine better
Because
be
I have
5.
some questionable ratings that I've been going through and trying to change.
I'm gonna
I
check
can't
mine.
believe you ever had that at a 4.5, Chase. You
I
like
don't
always
know
talk about how much you
why.
loved that movie.
I don't know
Okay.
why.
Across the Spider-Verse is so good that I
Oh my
saw
god, I vote a 4.5. Kill me. Someone
that's
murder
so
me.
gross.
I don't deserve anything in life.
It's so
Check
good that I
Across.
saw this movie in theaters with Cole, and Cole was absolutely blown away. He looked at me and he was like, "I just cannot believe it. We just watched." Like, and you don't
Across or
get
Into?
Across. I think he also loves Into as well, but I've never seen his reaction like that watching a movie with him. So
It really is. Both of them are so like every single scene is so good, and you're like, and then it ends, and you're just like, oh, there wasn't one single bad moment of that movie.
yeah,
There wasn't one thing that wasn't just absolutely like top tier in terms of characters, storytelling, animation. Obviously, we talked a lot about like the only thing I guess we're talking about Into, but like with Across, obviously Jagger talked about like it's not complete. Like the ending is like the one thing, but it's not enough to like really bring it down. And Into is like a perfect, complete. Oh my God, perfect, complete coming of age story. Like Jagger said, like there's not one scene that's negative in any way.
They even fused live action too,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is
he
just
did.
like, and it works so damn well.
even
Like
like
they'll fuse the animation into like a live action scene. Like it's so good.
even like the silly scenes of like showing the seahorses mating on the screen, like it works.
Yeah,
As crazy as it sounds. Okay, cool. Good discussion. Let's jump into our next segment. This is gonna be a new one. It's interesting. It could be a flop, but we're gonna find out. So I'm gonna say one word, and you guys are gonna tell me what movie pops in your head when I say this word. And all of you guys can give what you say or what you think. So the first word I'm gonna give you is colors.
La La Land.
I thought
That was
of
the
Across the
first.
Spider-Verse, but I think it's probably because we were just talking about it.
Yeah, I thought about into the Spider-Verse because
I just thought of Flow, but I've never even seen it.
the cat movie.
Yeah. It's the first thing that came into my head.
Okay.
What about you?
Next. This is all you guys.
You can't think
Okay.
and say at the same time.
Yeah, it's too much. Next word is food.
Ratatouille.
Spirited Away.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Mm.
That's a good one.
I really want spaghetti meatballs now.
I didn't think of one until Jordan said Ratatouille, so now I can't help but think of Ratatouille. But
Do
that's
you
a
want
really
me to
good
give it
pick.
a second?
That's a really good pick.
Yeah, we'll give it a
Maybe
second.
we should all
I'll
give it a second. Like,
I
let's
won't
do
go
it.
super quick. I had
Yeah.
that one really fast. Sorry.
That was good.
That's okay.
I got excited.
Chase, you still thinking?
I can't help but not think of Ratatouille.
Okay, okay. Next word is monster.
Godzilla -1.
I think me, Jagger, and Chase all are gonna have the same one right here.
Yeah.
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc.
Incorporated.
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Incorporated.
Okay. Next word is love.
Aw,
La La Land.
fucking past lives.
When Harry Met Sally.
Good Will Hunting.
Right.
It's literally the first thing that came to my head. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm not lying, Chase.
I believe
Okay.
it.
Chase
That
is giving me
works
the
too.
dirtiest look.
No, okay. I think I'm the only one that believed you.
I was kidding.
Next word is quotes.
I'll let Jordan go first. I literally can't think of one.
Rogue One.
Oh wow.
I've been
Of all the movies.
screaming this one line from Krennic like for the past 3 weeks.
Is that because we've been playing Battlefront though?
No, dude. I literally was screaming it yesterday before we even downloaded it.
You guys hear my dog howling like a wolf?
No.
No, I don't.
I thought
I
Step Brothers.
I thought of
That's a
Dune
good
Part 2.
one.
What was yours, Jagger?
Oh, Dune Part 2. Oh, stop, Bernie Alec.
Yeah, that one I'd say too. I like that one.
God. I can't even think of like quotes in
Protect my
movies.
mother.
I'm just thinking of like Good Will Hunting now because Jordan's talking about he loves movies with quotes. And like, how about them apples? And
So good.
it's not your fault.
How do you
I'll just-
like?
Like apples.
How about them apples originated from that movie, right?
Uh,
I don't know.
I think it did.
Because it's in Fast and Furious.
Oh.
I don't know.
All right. Next word is depression.
After Sun.
After Sun.
Chase.
I'll go The Pianist.
Wow.
Manchester by the Sea.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I haven't seen that. Let's see that.
Yeah. Don't watch it when you're having a bad day.
Or do
Next-
watch when you're having a bad day.
Yeah. They'll just hit that much harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Next word is costumes.
Barry
That's
Lyndon.
crazy. I have a crazy.
Oh.
one. What'd you pick?
I
Oh,
picked Barry Lyndon. I was waiting for Jordan's reaction.
Yuck.
gross.
Those
I
are great
have.
costumes.
I thought Halloween because I thought of Michael Myers, which is so funny because we watched that like what 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So weird.
It's not a movie, but I thought of Stranger Things.
I thought of Nosferatu.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good.
Space.
Come
2001.
on.
I also thought of 2001.
Interstellar.
Greatest space movie ever. Interstellar. Hello.
Yep.
Greatest movie ever.
Okay. And then the final one is just gonna be 5 stars.
The Batman. Come on.
I also picked the Batman.
I
thought of
mean,
Batman.
God, I mean, I'm like right back to After Sun. I feel like I don't know. Like I think like Doom Part 2 is like my one, but like After Sun came right back. It's just like pure 5-star movie.
I mean, I just used Interstellar, so I'm not going to use it. That was the first one I thought of,
There
but
you go.
okay.
That's the
Yeah,
game.
Interstellar. Name of the game.
Shout out Parasite. I feel like Parasite's also such like a hard 5-star movie too. Just like
Yeah.
defines 5 stars.
I'll do one more. Horror.
Eraserhead.
Smart House.
Fear Street.
28 days later.
Smart.
Is
Chicken
Eraserhead
Run.
a horror movie?
Chicken Run.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Is it Chicken Little?
Chicken Run. Scariest movie ever.
Chicken
I don't know
run.
it. I don't know it.
Yeah, don't watch it at night. Never go to bed.
Speaking of horror, Jagger and I are going to see Bring Her Back tonight with Joe, so we're excited for that.
Fucking
Yeah.
Joe.
I gotta see your thoughts. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you.
All right, cool. That was funny as the host. I don't know how you guys felt about that. Quick and easy, but
I liked it.
yeah,
That's fun.
cool.
Now
Okay,
we
so-
cousins.
Yeah. We're gonna do a debate segment. It's gonna be quick, and then we'll finish the episode with our picks for next week. So we're gonna do. I wrote Jacob versus Jacob. It's gonna be Jacob versus Jagger.
That would be a
I
good
thought
matchup,
Schnur was
though.
debating himself somehow.
That would be a
Who
good
would win
matchup.
that?
I don't
Probably
know.
could. Jacob.
Crazy.
It's like Travis Hunter.
We should record him now, and then 2 years later, then we have him debate himself.
Isn't there like a Skip Bayless thing of like him side by side with himself? Or you mean like
Yeah,
Aaron
probably.
Rodgers?
With his awful taste because he just contradicts himself. It's funny.
You love him.
I can't stand him.
I love when he cheats about LeBron. That's about it. Okay, so the debate is going to be who has the higher highs, DC or MCU? And I'm going to have Jagger take DC. Schnur's going to take MCU. I'll give you guys like a minute to think about your thoughts, and then I'll put a minute on the clock. Um, Whoever goes first will get a 30-second rebuttal if you want. And then me, Jordan, and Chase will say who won the debate.
So is this like just specifically MCU and Jagger gets all of DC? Or is it like
You
Jagger?
get you get all of Marvel, he gets all of DC.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so not just like DCEU.
No, everything DC.
Okay.
Who goes first?
We'll give Schnur the floor when he's ready.
Do I have a time limit?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a minute. I'm gonna put a minute.
Okay.
Put it on the
I'm
clock.
ready to go.
All right, you ready? I'm gonna start the clock
Yeah.
in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Well, we just talked about Into the Spider-Verse, arguably the best animated movie of all time. The only thing that could possibly top it, or I mean, there's a couple, but Across the Spider-Verse probably tops it. Two of the best of all time. Both of them have 5 stars. That's already like the highest of highs, I feel like, in terms of animated. Then you go to live action. Talked about Logan also. We talked about two Marvel movies today. They're both elite. You have them both at 5 stars. So you can't even argue them. And then you also have Infinity War and Endgame, like the best culmination of any franchise. What MCU did to culminate all those characters and this whole story is more impressive than anything DC did. Even though they have some great singular movies and never accomplished like a 20-something movie span like that. It's one of the most impressive franchises of all time, even if you don't love all the movies. And then they also have the Spider-Mans, the Tobey Spider-Mans, and the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans that are fun. They have some of the most great characters. They have the iconic Fantastic Four movies, which aren't even like that great, but those characters are iconic, and now they're like people want them to come back. Deadpool also like rated R stuff. The fact that they like went to rated R movies with like Deadpool and Logan and Blade, like they just covered all the bases and across all different forms of
Time.
movies. Okay.
There's
feel
no
like-
Does your
way I
brain
can
even
feel
move
like
that
go for a
fast?
minute.
I feel like
You don't have to go
Loki-
for a minute. You could just whenever you're done, you're done.
I feel like Loki getting tossed around by the Hulk right now.
Great moment. It's Marvel.
Oh my god.
Jagger, you
Have fun,
wanna
Jagger.
you wanna collect your thoughts, or you ready to go?
I can go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. It has the single greatest superhero of all time, the Batman. People literally wake up every day and say, "Oh, I'm the Batman." Like, what do you do at night? "Oh, I'm the Batman." When you talk about trios in movies, you talk about Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. That is the greatest trio. Marvel doesn't have a trio like that is just at the forefront. You're talking about animated and live action. They've only sniffed the surface of live action. Superman introduces about 15, 20 different characters that can go on for years in this mega plan. And plus, we look back in time, the DCAU, AEU, DCAU, whatever the fuck it is, animated universe is incredible. We've talked about Mask of the Phantasm, we have Batman, we have the Red Hood, we have Hush. There's so much around there. We have Justice League Unlimited series, which is a banger as a kid, and whatever the movie was, whenever they were like little kids, unbelievable. They're only scratching the surface of what can come. Their heights can reach so high. Zack Snyder's Justice League is a 4 hour ultimate compilation of the greatest superheroes of all time and what could have been
Done.
if you just let him go.
Wow.
That was really good too.
I don't know how you follow that up, but that was pretty good.
That
Do
was
you
really
rebut?
good.
Are we doing rebuttals?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give both of you
I
30
think we're
second
gonna have
rebuttal.
to.
30-second rebuttal. I don't even know if
mean-
I'm going Jordan Chase after this. I think
I
it's
mean,
over.
I
I'm
might
gonna look
flip
like
a
a third
coin.
grader. These guys are gonna make me look like a third grader.
Wait, we're not going, right?
Yeah, you got.
What? I thought it was just them two.
I think I'm gonna cancel it. I think I'm gonna can it because
Me
that
and
was
Chase
so
can't do
good.
this.
Wait,
I think it's canned.
I'll give you the topic and you guys can decide if you want to do it or not.
Can me and Chase do like a 2v1?
yeah, seriously, holy shit.
We might have to
Okay.
go back to back with Jacob and Schnur. I don't know if me and Chase can handle the
Yeah,
heat.
what
The
the
Jacob
fuck?
and Schnur.
Jacob and Schnur. That's him. That's him debating himself. Once Jacob won, he's like Moon Knight.
Jacob, are you ready for your rebuttal?
Yeah.
All right, you have 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. The question was not, the best characters in this. And that's the highest highs. I think the high of the MCU is way higher than any high of the DCU. The single franchise is higher than anything the franchises that they did in DCU. Animation wise, yes, the DC is great. The highs of Spider-Verse are better than anything that's the highs of the animated Justice League or anything like that. And also, the characters in Marvel are way more relatable. Yes, like Batman's cool, but he's like a rich guy. Superman's an alien. These are like relatable characters. Peter Parker is a coming of age story, as you said yourself. These are like relatable characters that anyone could embody. The discrimination of the X-Men too. Okay. Shit, I fucked up.
Yeah.
He says you fucked up.
I stumbled.
Jagger,
Stumbled.
I'm gonna give you a couple seconds to collect your thoughts, and then when you're ready,
Can we just let them go at the next topic? I mean,
they might be better for the next topic too.
yeah,
to be honest.
seriously.
I'm not even kidding.
We'll
They're
see.
going again.
We'll take a vote, Jordan, me and you.
I vote them.
Jagger, you ready?
I need my thought, what I just had.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, you talk about you can't have characters. Characters are what builds the high. If Marvel didn't have this whole 13, 14-year build-up, Infinity War and Endgame would have been absolutely nothing. Yes, the highs are great, but what can happen? You have The Dark Knight, which is possibly the greatest comic book movie of all time, with the greatest villain of all time. When you think of villains, you think of Darth Vader and you think of Joker. Marvel doesn't have that villain. Thanos is not that villain. Joker is a guy that is horrifying and taunts and is just so good and just takes that movie over, and that's like
Done.
only one of the villains that they have.
That's a good rebuttal. All right, Chase, Jordan, and myself. Who do we think won that? Hold on. I think we should write it on our phones and then reveal it.
Okay.
Like write a name on the phone.
You guys debate over who won. That's
Yeah.
the next debate segment.
Yeah, that's the next debate.
All right, I'm reading it.
Seeing pictures of James Johnson going to be in his first finals appearance.
Gross.
After what, 20 years?
16. Yeah.
He wasn't on that Heat team.
I guess not.
They go to Hassan Whiteside. Hassan,
What?
wait, what's his name? Udonis Haslam.
Udonis has them.
Udonis. I thought he was on the Heat when LeBron was on the Heat.
Udonis? Yeah, he was.
No,
James Johnson?
no, James Johnson.
I don't think he was. Okay, are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, reveal.
Wow.
Why is
Wow.
mine backwards?
I did not think
You guys
that.
all voted yet.
Wow. I'm
I think
shocked.
Can I ask what did it? I think the villain point was good.
I
I think
think
the villain point got me. Like the rebuttal, he mentioned how DC just has like the better characters and like the Batman and the Joker, and MCU doesn't have that villain.
that could be
Okay, well,
biased.
I wanted to rebut that because that I mentioned the characters being good, and then he said, "Well, you can't say the characters don't matter." When I did,
I
But-
just remember you saying something about how the characters like talk about the high size, which is actually true. I thought you won. because the highest of the highs, I think that Marvel does have the highest highs right now. Like
Because
a
that's funny because
13-year
when
culmination of like the
Yeah,
greatest
but
thing
you
of all
both went
time.
into characters though a lot.
that's funny
I just like what I
because
could.
when Christian said like Jacob, you're gonna do Marvel and Jagger, you're gonna do DC, I was like, fuck, I'd probably pick DC. But
Really? Because I
yeah.
thought I gave Jagger the harder job. I think for me, I thought most of us would have thought MCU has the higher highs,
Yeah.
more
When you gave it to me,
successful.
I was
Not
like,
me.
well, Marvel does have the highest highs. Like I think
Yeah.
like
I mean, there's yeah, like
movies that I love. I don't know if you guys love like that in the DC.
there's arguments. Like I mean, I found arguments, but yeah, like just the Batman and like the Dark Knight trilogy are like so high as just like movies, not even just like superhero movies.
Yeah.
I thought that was incredible. Jacob, I thought you
That
were
was
great too.
yeah.
There's
I mean, I don't want to take anything away
No,
from Jacob.
yeah.
That was
no, I mean
amazing.
Jagger,
Well,
yeah,
You
Schneer's
guys
the
are
Jagger was
king,
awesome. Yeah.
and I think for me,
Oh
like
God,
he's like Schneer's the best debater I've probably ever met in my entire life, and Jagger did a very good job, so that may have just swayed me to
no,
being like, wow.
Jagger bringing up the Joker, I was like, fuck, all right, yeah, he's right. I was like, you're absolutely right.
absolutely
I
right.
would have got demolished.
Even though
That was
Thanos is
fucking
great, but
great.
Thanos is
I
great. I won't
yeah,
take
I
anything
don't
away.
know.
yeah.
I don't want to follow that up.
I really don't. I
Let
don't
me
I kind of
either.
want them to run it
Give it
back.
to him. Give it. I care. I don't want to run it back. I have nothing left.
Like
I'm
I
really shaking right now.
genuinely I genuinely do like have no desire to follow that up right now.
Me neither.
let me give
Maybe
you
we
guys
just
the
maybe we're
prompt.
good. Maybe
Let
we're
me give
good
you
for the
guys the
first one.
prompt. The prompt is there's gonna be two superheroes that swap powers, or I'm not gonna say swap powers, but get the other superhero's power to like add to what they have, right? And you have to debate who would be the better superhero. So it would be Iron Man gets Spider-Man's powers and Spider-Man gets Iron Man's powers. That might be
I feel like they're
hard.
both kind of similar
I don't
though.
have a clear opinion on that. I think we scrap it.
I feel like they would both be the same person.
But I think like fundamentally their personalities are different. So it would be like
Okay.
how you use the powers.
Well, Iron Man doesn't even have powers.
Well, whatever self-made technology he has, and then he would get Spider-Man's powers.
I don't really
What?
have a
We
clear
we
stance on
could
that.
we
That's
could scrap
I'm
it.
a
I
little
think it's a hard
confused.
one.
I'm scratching my head.
because when I think about it, like I feel like they're both like I have very like what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say recency bias, but like I think of right now Spider-Man with as Tom Holland versus Iron Man because I just watched him, and I feel like if you were to make that argument, they would just be like the same person because Iron Man is like Spider-Man's mentor. I feel like they're would just be very similar.
Fair.
That young like attitude though. Tony Stark doesn't.
Go ahead then. Go ahead.
No,
See,
Have
Jagger
fun.
wants it in.
I don't really have much besides like that because I think they are very similar. But I, if
There's
Tony Stark got Peter Parker's powers at this day and age, like the money that he had, like his possibility just like go endless, I think.
I think the points are that for Tony Stark and the fact that he's just like so smart, he could build something out of using Spider-Man's powers, but Spider-Man's also very smart and way less arrogant, more like ethical, maybe you would say, like morally ethical. So I think like he has that side to him where he like saves everybody.
Who's smarter, Tony Stark or Peter Parker then?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. They're obviously both geniuses.
I think Tony Stark.
I feel like Tony, yeah.
Tony Stark literally figured out time travel.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
All right, we can scrap it. We'll scrap it. But that first debate was phenomenal. That was great.
Yeah, holy shit.
Good
So
game, Jagger.
kudos to you guys for that. All right, we'll finish it off with our movie picks for next week. Does anybody have an act? So we're gonna pick an actor, and then we're gonna take two movies from that actor, and then we're gonna decide, you know, what we're gonna pick. We're gonna vote on it. So does anybody have an actor they want to throw out there with their movies?
I do have
I have a
one.
question. Are we all collectively like picking an actor together when we all put out our actor out there and then we're all picking a movie, or is it just like we're throwing an actor plus two movies each?
I think the
Actor
second one.
plus two
Yeah.
movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
The latter.
The latter.
You had one, Jordan?
I have one. And it kind of sucks because I know Schneer just watched it. But I have Josh Brolin in Sicario and No Country for Old Men. Thoughts?
Interesting.
Solid.
I don't even know what Sicario
5-7.
is, so
5-7.
Very good.
Good. It's Denis Villeneuve.
Look it up, Chase.
Emily Blunt.
I think you'd enjoyed it.
Daniel Kaluuya.
Thank you for whoever's
Yeah,
writing
Daniel
that.
Kaluuya, isn't it?
Appreciate that.
I got it. Yeah.
Um,
Does anyone else? I'm stuck between two. So if anyone else has,
I got
one.
mine.
Okay.
I'm going. It could be the best actor of all time. I'm going Al Pacino, and I'm going to go Godfather Part 2 and Heat.
oh, that's
I just rewatched Heat.
Yeah, Chase and Christian haven't seen Heat, and Jordan and Chase haven't seen Godfather Part 2, and they're both
Chase,
fine.
you haven't seen No Country for Old Men, right?
No, I've seen that.
Oh, someone told me you didn't see that.
No, yeah, I've seen that.
You just watched
Great.
that recently, didn't you?
I watched it. I want to say maybe like November.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, probably.
Someone
earlier,
told me you
actually.
didn't watch
Maybe
it.
like September.
That's why I brought it, because I wanted you to watch it.
Probably like September-ish. I watched
You
it.
could
It was
change
really
it up if that's why you brought it.
I mean, no, I'll still both. I'll rewatch both of them. I don't think I'm gonna win anyway, so I'll just leave it.
Chase or Christian, do you have? If not, I could pick one of my two options.
Yeah, I'll bring one. I'm gonna do Robin Williams, and I'm gonna do Dead Poets Society, and I'm gonna do Mrs. Doubtfire because I think
Oh
Jordan
my!
said, or maybe it was Jagger
You
said they
ruined
don't
it.
like
You
it.
had
but
me in the first half.
You had me in the first half
Oh
as
my
well.
god!
Mrs.
You ruined
Doubtfire is a
it.
great movie.
Incorrect.
What? Mrs. Doubtfire is great.
I
Yeah.
love it. I don't know. I
Alright.
love it.
I'll hmm. God, it's tough.
Should I change mine? Class vote.
You can. I'm fine
Up
with
to
you.
you, whatever you want to
It seems like everyone wants me to change it. I'll change it.
do. Um,
Go to
all
30.
right. I'll go Tom Cruise,
Oh my god. Fuck.
and I'm gonna do Eyes Wide Shut and Magnolia.
Fuck. I may as well sit out. I don't have a backup.
Do you want to?
Sure
Okay, I have a
had
backup.
two.
Do you
Why
want?
didn't you just take it before
Yeah.
you took one?
Do you want to? Do you want to take that? Like, I could switch my other.
I was gonna do Eyes Wide Shut, and I was gonna do Top Gun Maverick.
Oh
'Cause I'm
my!
seriously due for
Switch
a
now.
rewatch there.
Switch
Okay.
now.
Okay. You can take that, and I'll throw mine out there. The other one, if you want to do that.
Wait, what did you say, Jagger?
He
I
said
said
switch
book it.
now.
Oh.
All right, Chase, I'll give you that. Because my other
Sorry,
one
I
was
should have jumped ahead. That's my fault.
there. You go.
I just
My
really
other,
didn't think you were gonna have Tom Cruise.
I really wanted to watch that, and yeah. But I'll go. My other one was Anthony Hopkins, and I was gonna do Elephant Man and Silence of the Lambs. I know I just watched it, but I know Chase still never seen it. I don't think Jordan's seen it.
Which one?
Silence of the Lambs.
No.
Oh, there are fucking 10 movies on the table right now. They all sound good except for Mrs. Doubtfire.
Bro,
Yeah, you fucked the
you're,
Christian.
you're sleeping on Mrs. Doubtfire.
Wait, Jordan,
Christian,
what
change
was
that
your,
last movie, dude.
Jordan, what was your switch?
I'm not. I don't know. I might
you're
just
not
keep
switching,
it.
or you are?
I'm trying to look, and I literally have no idea.
What are Robin Williams' other good movies? I know like Good Morning Vietnam, but I haven't seen it.
There's
Fisher King is good. And Jeff
there's one I keep
Bridges.
seeing. I don't know why I keep seeing the poster for it.
Is it Fisher King?
I don't think so.
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, if we didn't just watch it, I would have.
Yeah. Jumanji.
He's in Robots apparently.
Is he? He's in Night at the Museum.
That's
Oh my
right.
god, he's in Everyone's Hero. We could have watched that.
The fuck is that?
Jacob, what was your
A fucking movie.
Jacob?
What?
How do you pick Anthony Hopkins and not pick the father? Are you
I was
nuts?
shocked about
thought
that.
I was
thought you were
going
gonna
to,
pick the
but
father.
would you rather me pick the father? Because I was going to, but I figured you guys would rather watch Silence of the Lambs.
Well, what was the other one?
The Elephant Man.
I don't know anything about that, but
I would like to see either.
It's
of
like a
those.
David Lynch, supposed to be like incredible. It's
Christian,
like,
you could pick
I want to watch
Insomnia.
it so bad.
Christopher Nolan.
Ugh,
And that's
I mean,
Robin
yeah,
Williams as
that
a
makes
villain.
sense. You want to watch it really
Insomnia?
bad, but
Yeah.
I'm like dying. I mean, I'll switch Silence of the Lambs, but you haven't seen Silence of the Lambs. Which is
I
crazy.
mean, I kind
No,
of
don't switch silence.
I really want Jagger and Jordan to watch The Father.
Oh, I
I
know.
should have known.
It's so
I
good.
was between the two of those. I originally was gonna do Father, but I don't know.
Fuck, and
Awakenings.
I really want Ava
That's
to
the
watch
one,
it too.
Christian.
Okay.
Awakening.
Awakenings is the one I saw. It has to be
God, the
too.
Father's so good.
Jacob,
Okay.
why
What
don't
are our
you just
final
do
picks here?
why don't you just do an Anthony Hopkins triple feature this week and you switch The Father with The Elephant Man?
No,
You
because I
could
want to
just
watch.
be
I'd
The
rather
reason
see
I
the
picked him is because I want to watch The Elephant Man so bad. And then I was like, I'll throw in one of those because you haven't
Still
seen
can.
Silence of the Lambs.
Benji's in absolutely anything.
All right, let's make some picks here. Let's get the final.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just keeping mine because I literally can't figure out anything.
Oh, wait. 1 second. This might change something. The Elephant Man might not be rentable.
That's fine.
Let me
How
just
could that
say.
be possible?
Is
Yeah,
it
man.
good?
It's supposed to be like incredible.
You hate
Um,
it.
Jordan is
Oh,
from Jordan is from 1942.
no,
Yeah,
it's
get the
not. No,
fuck
it
out of
isn't.
here.
It's from 1980. It's from 1980.
You guys are out of your mind
It's
if you think
Anthony
I'm
Hopkins.
watching
It's
that.
John Hurt, who's literally an alien and all that.
I
He's
would
in
watch.
Harry Potter. Yeah, it's not
Oh,
rentable. All right.
dude.
I'll switch Elephant Man. I'll put the father because it's not rentable.
Oh, yeah. I'm going you. I'm voting Schnur. Sorry, boys.
Oh, the Elephant Man is the guy with the head like disorder thing.
Yeah, he's like deformed.
Ah.
That sounds so interesting too, though.
And
That's
Anthony
not on
Hopkins is like a
anything.
doctor. No, it's not streamable.
Oh,
Dude,
Oh,
it's like
that
I've been dying to watch it.
that fucking sucks.
Yeah, I've heard good things about
Yeah.
that.
so he doesn't pick mine, even though he hasn't seen Heat or Godfather Part 2.
Oh shit! I forgot how good your list was.
No, you picked Schnur. You picked Schnur. You picked Schnur.
I'm picking
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
Chase. I'm right back at you. I'm picking you.
I'm going Chase as well. I want to watch Top Gun Maverick again so bad.
What are you picking, Christian?
Um,
I'm just really in the mood for cruising for a bruising.
let's come up with the
Oh,
strategy
yeah.
here, Jordan. What's the
Why
strat?
can't you just pick Magnolia instead of Top Gun though?
I guess I could have.
It's all right.
I just picked it because to answer your question, because me and Christian were talking like a week ago, and we were talking about how much Jagger loves Maverick, and we were like, yeah, like we're really due for a rewatch.
Yeah.
What is Eyes Wide Shut? I think
I
I've
haven't seen it since.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's
Stanley Kubrick's last movie.
God, who else? Is
he
Kubrick the
died mysteriously
freaking?
like days after
Is
release. Or
Kubrick the fucking director of that shitty ass movie?
Barry.
Stop.
Ugh, Chase.
Oh no!
I know, but Jordan, it's Tom Cruise. Schnur, the
Have
Schnur
you
wanted to
seen it,
watch
Chase?
It's Nicole
I haven't.
Kidman. Nicole Kidman's
Tom
the
Cruise or Nicole
worst.
It's
Kidman.
I have it at a 4.5.
Oh my god, he
I
made
fucking
all the
love it.
sweaters. All the
Wait,
sweaters this
the
guy
worst
made.
wait,
This is not a sweater. This is actually like so dark and like
Would I like
It's like
it,
a
Jagger?
mystery, right? It's like a
yeah,
mystery
it is.
thriller.
It's like bone chilling. Like
Dude, a
it's like
Tom Cruise mystery
makes you
thriller,
feel
are you
uneasy.
nuts?
Makes you feel really uneasy.
I'll go,
Like,
Chase.
It's actually so good.
We're going Tom.
All right, Chase already won then.
I
All
really
right,
want you guys to watch the father though.
I might watch it anyway this week then. If you guys want it that bad.
Yeah, I would have gone Chase too. So Chase is the runaway here.
Right.
I was almost
I
going
feel
you,
bad. I
Christian.
feel
You
bad because
fucked
Schnur picked Tom
yourself.
first.
Yeah, Chase took my pick, but it's all right.
What would you want me to put instead of
I'll give
Mrs.
you guys like a
Doubtfire?
joint win.
Checking right now.
No, it's all right.
I honestly just want to watch Dead Poet Society again.
I'm dying to see Dead
I've
Poet
never
Society.
seen it. I wanted to
Jumanji,
watch
maybe?
that.
Dying to see it.
I was not watching Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Bro, you're sleeping. You know what?
Oh, you should have brought Old Dogs, Christian. That movie's fucking hilarious.
I don't
The
know
fuck
it.
is Old Dogs?
You don't know Old Dogs? Yeah,
No.
you guys
Holy
don't know any movies,
Can you guys-
dude.
Can you guys, on your leisure time, please give Mrs. Doubtfire a second chance?
No, never.
Schnur, have you seen it? Do you like it?
I like Mrs. Doubtfire, yeah.
Thank you. And
I
Chase
grew up,
kinda likes
I grew
it.
up watching Mrs.
You
Doubtfire.
should have brought robots, Christian.
Classic.
Mrs. Doubtfire is great.
I like Mrs. Doubtfire too.
All right, cool. So we're gonna go Tom Cruise.
Michael Myers dressed up as Mrs. Doubtfire.
Can you put Bella Ramsey's face on there? We're gonna do Tom Cruise, Eyes Wide Shut, and Top Gun Maverick
Oh.
for next week. So, any final thoughts for you fellas?
Fucking hate The Last of Us.
Oh, it's discourse.
It's so bad.
The episode should be out Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Check us out on the Watchlist Pod, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, all the good stuff, Instagram. Yeah. See you guys
Yeah.
later.
See ya.